Alright guys, we have a massive data download for you today for part 3 of the 10th anniversary. As always, we're on Proton's Twitter, so I will leave the link down in the description. Let me know your thoughts of all of this content coming for part 3 of the anniversary, because there is so much to do. So from this data download, we have got AGL LR Demon King Piccolo, the Goku Mini Daima Dokkan Awakening for the free-to-play unit. We're finally getting that, and also the free-to-play Fizz Kid Trunks, which will become a Trunks and Goten unit. Apparently that unit has 2 failed fusions. We have stage 5 of Daima, which will more than likely allow you to Dokkan Awaken the free-to-play Daima Goku. We're getting all stages left of Tale of Super Warriors for Dragon Ball Edition, GT Edition, Super Edition, Z Edition, which are stages 11 to 15. We're also getting stages 7 to 9 for both Goku Story Edition and Vegeta Story Edition of Red Zone. And then stages 7 to 8 of Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. And then we're also getting stages 10 to 13 for the 10th anniversary battle. By the way, that goes up to anniversary part 2. So we're not quite finished just yet on that. There's still some more stages to come. We're also getting Destined Rival Saga 7, which is going to be the EZA for LO Kaioken Goku and LR Great Ape Vegeta. This EZA is shared for both of them. That isn't a separate stage for the two, so that will only be one stage. And then of course we're going to be getting standard things like support memories, wallpapers, treasure item, which will more than likely be the 10th anniversary stone, and also a new title as well. Here is the 10th anniversary stone, which of course you can pick up a unit from last year between March and December, or of course the big news from yesterday, a 10th anniversary headliner, which it does say can be used in the bubble shop and will be valid till the 13th of March. So you do have quite a bit of time to make your decision, which is why I said in yesterday's video of who you should pick up, do not use this stone until you are done summoning or the anniversary is finished. They kind of go hand in hand, but don't use it until then, because you could still be summoning. Maybe you're going for Gogeta, you could end up pulling him with stones, and then you can use your 10th anniversary stone on, say, LR Vegeta if you don't have him, or maybe SSJ4 Goku if you don't have him, or maybe one of the other 10th anniversary headliners, or maybe if you already have all of them or are not bothered about picking them up, you could then grab yourself an SSJ3 LR Gotenks. So this is why I said hold on to this until you are done summoning or the anniversary is finished. And then here's the title, by the way, which is You Are Really Strong. And you get this for completing Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. It's a nice little Dragon Ball title, I can't lie. It looks sick with Kid Goku here and Shenron on the side. When we finish this, we'll definitely be rocking this on the profile. And then here are our 2 wallpapers. This one is completing the Tale of Super Warriors GT Edition, and then this one is for completing the Super Edition. We have all of the GT characters in a car. This really does remind me of, like, what, Budokai 3, I think, main menu, and I think also Infinite World's main menu. Funny thing is, I've never actually really played Infinite World, but I've seen the main menu screen where they're all like bobbing up and down in the car. So that's kind of really sick. I don't even know if this is meant to be like a direct reference to that, but I like this one a lot. And then this is Dragon Ball Super's one, which is pretty much Battle of Gods as a wallpaper. So both pretty nice wallpapers to have. Then we have the scheduling for the upcoming units. All the Dokkan Awakenings and the EZAs for both LR Kaioken Goku and LR Great Vegeta literally are dropping tomorrow. So you're already going to have a lot to do. But we're going to go through the details of all the free-to-play units right now to see how they do. I've heard some good things about DKP. Apparently for a free-to-play unit, he's very good. So I'm very intrigued to see what he does. So we are looking at a 50% attack raise on 12 key for 1 turn. 50% attack and defense for 1 turn on 18 key. Extreme class allies attack and defense plus 50%. I mean, this support already is juicy. Then an additional attack and defense plus 10% for characters who also belong to the demonic power category. Receives an additional key plus 1 per keys for obtained. Then when attacking, attack and defense plus 100%. Then per demonic power category ally or extreme class ally on the team, 20% attack and defense when attacking up to 100%. Then when all allies attacking in the same turn are demonic power category units, or when all allies are extreme class characters, he will guard all attacks, which considering the categories you're going to be running them on, you're always going to have extreme class units. And then as the 3rd attacker on a turn, will have a 50% chance to dodge. And then he does have a standby. He'll stand by for 4 turns, during which the 7 Dragon Balls appear and charge count increases by 1 per Dragon Ball obtained by allies, just like the LR family Kamehameha Gohan. And then it can be activated when all allies attacking in the same turn are demonic power category units, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, when all allies are extreme class, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. I like how he has a ton of conditions to activate. Like, it's not set on 1 or 2. And actually pretty good active skill conditions as well, I'm not gonna lie to you. So his standby is clearly tied to his transformation, just like Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He will greatly raise attack by 50% on 12 key. He will massively raise attack and defense by 100% on 18 key. That's already a sick SA effect to have on a free-to-play unit. He starts the turn with 150 attack and defense, extreme class allies attack and defense plus 30%, plus an additional attack and defense for characters who also belong to the demonic power category. That's 60%, by the way, for demonic power category units. That's a chunky support. He receives an additional key plus 1 per key sphere obtains, guards all attacks, changes int key spheres to AGL key spheres, will randomly change key spheres of a certain type, excluding int and AGL, to rainbow key spheres. We all know how well this works, especially when it comes to Super Easy A, Buhan, Cell, Gohan. So we know how strong that is. He has a 50% chance to dodge on top of guard on a free-to-play unit. It's actually pretty stacked. Then when attacking, 150 attack and defense. Then per demonic power category ally or extreme class ally on the team, 40% attack and defense when attacking, up to 200%. Then when there is a super class enemy, guaranteed crit. And then extreme class allies will have a chance to crit by 66%. with 6 or more key spheres obtained. 66 crit support. That's crazy. What do you mean 66% crit chance support? That's insane. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Who can we run him with? Glorio, that's huge. Slug, that's huge. Gohan, that's huge. Jesus, could you imagine? Could you imagine supplying 66% crit chance to this man right here? Sorry, child right here. This man right here. This man right here. Damn, even Boo-Tanks is a good unit. Super Easy A Gohan, Tech Buhan. That 66% crit chance is buffing some good units. This free-to-play DKP is really good. Fair play, Dokkan, take a bow. I'm not expecting the rest of these to be on DKP's level, especially because he's an LR, but Dokkan's did a very good job with him. So we do have the free-to-play Daima Dokkan Awakening. On super attack, he'll greatly raise attack by 50% and raise defense by 30% for 1 turn. Starts with 150 attack and defense, all allies key +2, attack +40%. And if there was another Dragon Ball Seekers category ally attacking in the same turn, an additional key +1 and chance to crit of 20%. Guaranteed additional 30% chance of a crit. For every attack performed, 30% attack and defense up to 150. And also a chance to crit by 10% up to 50%. I can't lie, for again, another free-to-play unit, don't get me wrong, it's not on DKP's level, but this for a free-to-play Daima Goku is actually not bad. It's actually quite solid. So any missions we have that aren't in the most difficult of content, he's not a bad unit to bring, say on Dragon Ball Seekers, or maybe, I mean, if you wanted to run him on any of these other categories, Turtle School's another good one, but any of these other categories which are already fairly stacked, then by all means bring him along, but he's a solid little option for a free-to-play unit. Then we have the free-to-play Trunks, who on super attack will greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. Also has a 50% chance to stun. Starts with key +2, 150 attack and defense, and then for 1 turn from the character's entry, 30% damage reduction. Don't mind that. Then when attacking, 150% attack. Then for every Fizz Key Sphere obtained, 40% attack, 20% defense. I can't lie. For a free-to-play unit, those are some pretty decent stats to get for every Fizz Key Sphere. Now, how have you done his orb changing? What I'm seeing, I don't see no orb changing. Dokkan? I hope the Goten has the orb changing then, because I'm not seeing no orb changing in this passive whatsoever. With 1 or more key sphere obtained, additional super attack, which has a 70% chance. 2 or more key spheres obtained, 150 defense when attacking. 3 or more key spheres obtained. God, that's nice. It's so easy to get 3 of these. Starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, meets up with Goten and can perform reversible exchange. I hope Goten has orb changing with a passive like this, because what do you mean Trunks has for every Fizz key sphere obtained and there's no orb changing? Also, Trunks' active skill is Fusion. This will greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, attack plus 30%. There we go. Please don't tell me his orb changing is just attached to the active skill and then that's when he gets all this. If so, you're only ever going to be getting it, you know, 75% of the time, maybe less. I mean, at least you only need to get 3 key spheres, so I guess orb changing isn't overly difficult, but to get a ton of this, which is what you want, you kind of need him to orb change at least a type key sphere or a random key sphere to Fizz key spheres. I know, I just find that a little bit weird. But I mean, he does have a guarantee here, which I think should just straight be in his passive. That's just me. Then that can be activated starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, once only before or after reversible exchange. Then when you exchange into Goten, Goten is greatly raising attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. Has a seal. Key +2 attack and defense plus 150 at the start of turn. With a key sphere obtained, guards all attacks. That's nice. With a singular key sphere obtained, having guaranteed guard. That's nice. Then when attacking, 150. On attack, for every type key sphere obtained, Fizz excluded. 15% attack, 30% defense. And then with a type key sphere obtained, again, Fizz excluded, will launch an additional attack. There's a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Then with 3 or more key spheres obtained, 150 defense when attacking. With 5 or more key spheres obtained, 30% damage reduction, which I can't lie. If you do get the 5, 30% damage reduction with guard with a single orb. Again, for a free-to-play unit, that's very, very solid. Then Goten's active skill is another fusion which can greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, 30% defense, changes ink key spheres to rainbow key spheres for 1 turn. Can be activated upon entering attack in turn. So that is everything. I'm not going to go through the red zone stages or the battle hardened formidable foe stages, just because if you don't want any spoilers, I will keep that fresh for you guys. I'm also going to keep it fresh for myself. If you do want to check those out, I'll leave the link down in the description for the Dokkan Info page and you can check those for yourself. But let me know what you think of this massive data download coming for part 3. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and post.